you see where the problem
Lots of
is.
ups, lots of downs.
But where the problem is coming from the Super Falcons, you can actually see it's the defense. Defense, I don't know. Is it that these guys are they're technically better than us, or I don't know, because the defense is and if you see the mistakes we've made, one of the mistakes I think we normally make from the defense, the communication is very, very poor. Very, very poor. Confidence in each other is very, very poor. You see the keeper and the player running at the same time. There's no communication, so that affects a lot. You see the second goal that the Portuguese scored. Mistake, which normally happens even in men's football, but you could see that the technical skill was not there. We play a very direct kind of football, and I think we need to have a strong defensive force. We need to have a strong defensive force. The coach really needs to work, because we have the attackers, Ajibade, Tony Payne, Oshola. We have a lot of nice players, even going forward.
But they're not so clinical, if you're asking, because we had chances that we just were wasting. We saw several opportunities being wasted, balls to the box, nothing was done with them, and you tend to ask yourself, how are we going to
But what would you say about the Portuguese? The Portuguese, they had more chances, and they missed a lot of chances too.
Portugal is an upcoming team in Europe. They're not in the caliber of the Super Falcons. If you rate the Super Falcons in Africa and compare and rate the Portuguese team when did they start? Look at the girls. They're like small children.
But that's the thing, they have what they are technically inclined.
Yeah, so it's all about the training, and that's why I'm not even going to blame the players. They have their own lapses, like one of the goals that we conceded where the defender just passed the ball to a Portuguese player.
And what a game. So you can say that game ended 2-2 because it was actually
two own goals.
Two own goals.
So on both sides. So the own goals cancel out themselves. All right. So but there's a whole lot more that I think more demand should be placed on the technical teams, the technical teams for both national teams. That's the male and the female. They're talking about Super Eagles and the Super Falcons. Why did they put Super in the first place? That Super, I think, is just overrated. But then again,
of course it's Super. Of course, they're the giants.
They are just ordinary Eagles.
No, they are.
Giants of Africa. How many AFCONs have they won?
How many AFCONs have they won? 3.
Somebody has won 7 in this country. They don't call themselves the Super Pharaohs.
But of course, they are the Super Falcons.
They're not super anything. Okay, for the women one, okay, they're just African local champions. Yes, when everybody was still
super in Africa.
I'm not even just going to say anything because the men even have justified themselves. At least they were 5th in the world at a point. So no other African country has done that. Ranked 5th in the world.
That's back in the days, but at least.
So you can say yes, we have history on our side, as in we have some form of claim to fame. But the females, I mean, come on, it's just.
I always pick the female. They always make us proud.
In Africa, yeah,
I always.
But even in Africa, it's a struggle.
I overpicked. I would confidently cross my leg. I would bet on the Falcons rather than the Eagles. So keep them credit.
Wow, that's it. We'll know when they play. They're playing USA next. This is your confidence. I want to see where it will be.
I'm saying Africa. I didn't say offshore.
But you can't be local champions forever.
But at least that's a step.
It's not a step. They've been there for more than 20 years.
At least you know you can dominate. You keep on dominating at where you are. You know there's going to be a step. But look at the Super Eagles. We don't even know where they are. Like Super Eagles, we don't know if they are going to be here today or they are going to be here, whether it's Africa or West Africa, or Chan or.
Okay, at this point, I'm just going to keep quiet and let because I can't even defend the Super Eagles right now. That's just the truth. There's nothing to put in their defense because. Well, you know how the Bible says, to whom much is given, much is expected.
Yeah.
Much is expected of the Super Eagles, and I think that this one is from a movie. I'm going to quote now. With great power comes great responsibility. The Super Eagles have not shown their superness anywhere in recent times.
I agree that you take the Super away from the Eagles.
Yeah, so they're just.
Now. But Super Falcons, go girls!
They should beat USA in the upcoming game, and I will give them. Double super duper Falcons.
So talking about kind of, should I say, Copa America too, it's been a bang.
It's been an interesting one. Messi scored a fantastic stunner in the game against Chile. The game ended in a draw though, and I'm already asking myself, Are Argentina favorites? And I already answered myself as I asked the question because it was a rhetorical question to me, and I gave myself the answer. The answer, I don't see them as favorites, unfortunately.
As long as Chile is there, they can't win.
Yeah, I know, right? It's not even just Chile now. The last one, they played against Brazil. The last one in 2019, Brazil won that one.
Yeah.
And Brazil won it. That was where Messi went on his rant against the officiating, and he picked up a ban and everything. But
Very sad.
The previous one before that, they still lost. They lost to Chile. So it's like there's this thing about continental football glory for Messi that he hasn't still achieved yet.
I don't think it's just the Messi factor. I think it's the Argentina factor because Messi can play as best as he can. At the 2010 World Cup, he was the MVP player. He was the MVP of the tournament. So Messi has delivered when I think he should deliver for his country. But they leave everything on Messi's head.
I think that's fine because once upon a time they left everything on Maradona's head, and he delivered.
That's not fine. Remember back in the days, if you look at a team like Argentina, they have so much attacking prowess, so much attacking players. But when you come defensively at the midfield, they're all players that are average players, players that players that I don't think are up to the task. When you look at the likes of back in the days when they had the likes of they had Cambiaso, they had the likes of Javier Zanetti. These are players that, but when you look at the team now, it's just like
they have Otamendi.
And look at that. Aguero has never been prolific for Argentina.
No, unfortunately,
Unfortunately, he has not.
It's
Di
amazing.
Maria is an aging player, Di Maria.
You tend to ask yourself, that side is star-studded. I'll never forget the semi-final match between Brazil and Argentina. That's Copa America 2019. I was like, that is a fixture, proper South American fixture. Argentina laid out the squad, the Messis, the Di Marias, the Agueros, and everything. I think the only player who didn't play was Icardi and is it Icardi?
Icardi.
One of them who had an issue.
Icardi was not eligible for the squad because of the controversial thing he had with Lopez and all that.
I know that one of their key players didn't play that game, and it was an interesting one. And unfortunately, just like you're right, you're actually saying, Argentina underperformed yet again. And so for me to stutter this way against Chile, I think that because for me, I'm using your squad.
I'm going to say it's going to be unfair to say it's Messi because Ronaldo didn't even complete the match against France in the final. He was on the sidelines and he was not even on the pitch when Eder scored the winning goal. So you wouldn't say it's a Ronaldo factor that made Portugal to win. I would say I'm a big Ronaldo fan, but I'm going to be factual.
Obviously.
I think it's a team effort.
So you think that Argentina doesn't play as a team?
I don't think they play on they don't. I would not say they don't play as a team. I don't think they are. I don't think they have fighting power.
Do you think they're overly reliant on Messi?
Very, very over reliant on Messi. Very, very. Come on, look at the goals. Look at the statistics. It's going old. Look at you have like Vidal. He's almost 30.
He was the one that took the penalty.
Took the penalty, almost missed, and then, of course Sanchez. I don't think Sanchez is playing. So you look at those, the team is gone, but we still have a rejuvenated Argentinian team, but they're still not doing anything apart from the chance from Messi.
They were
nothing.
not clinical.